What's up guys, it's Lauren and today I have another story for you. And just like the last one I told you, I almost missed the boat. I don't know what kind of curse this is, but it seems like, you know, every time I go on a cruise, somehow we almost get left behind. I don't know what it is. If you haven't seen that one already, I will leave a card right up here if you want to go watch that one as well. And yeah, let's just get right into the story. So this time my family, my best friend and I were in Jamaica. So once again, 4 of us. A few days prior to getting to Jamaica, we had set up an excursion to go and see the Dunn's River Falls as well as this cool ancient garden. That also has a video already up on my channel. And if you haven't seen that one either, another card will pop up right here. This excursion was set to begin at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. doesn't really seem that early of a start time, but when you have to, you know, get off the boat, make sure you have everybody, and meet at a specific spot a little bit before then, you do have to get a pretty early start. Now, I don't know about you guys, but none of us are morning people, so we really had to make an effort to get up around 7:30 in the morning on vacation. Once we were off the ship and we were in the spot where we were supposed to meet with our tour guide, there were already 6 other people there. We waited for a little while and then it became 9 o'clock. Then it was 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. All 10 of us were getting antsy and kind of like, what are we waiting for? Like, we were supposed to leave at 9. And the lady had said that, oh, we're waiting on 2 people. So we waited a little longer and they never showed up. I mean, who waits for someone for an hour? An hour! Once we had finally convinced her to let us go on this excursion, we headed for the bus and we're on our way. What's kind of ironic was she didn't actually go on the trip with us. We had a different guy who doubled as our bus driver and our tour guide, and his name was Mark, and he was super funny, super nice. On our way to the falls, we made a few pit stops. He did a couple drive-bys to some cool locations, slowed down enough for where we could snap a few pictures out the windows, and it was really cool to be able to see extra things, you know, for free just on our way. Once we got to the falls and parked, our bus driver turns and says to everyone, so you all have shoes, right? The 4 of us are looking around, looking at each other, looking at the feet of everybody else, like, where'd you get these shoes? No one said anything about shoes. Then we looked out the window and everyone at the falls had these shoes. And we're like, okay, hi, we don't have these shoes. Where do we get them? We were looking around and everyone had these shoes, and he also was like, hope you guys have your bathing suits on. Luckily, we were smart enough to know to wear bathing suits just because we figured we'd get, you know, splashed or misted because it is a waterfall. We didn't really know what it was gonna be like exactly. And so we did have that, but we needed shoes. What the excursion had said was that we were going to look at the falls and this garden. There was another excursion that said you're going to climb the falls, and so we didn't necessarily have an interest in climbing them, but if you watch the video I posted, you see that we did climb them. But luckily they were selling shoes inside of this park where the waterfalls were. Somehow my dad grabbed the exact amount of cash that we needed to buy 4 pairs of these shoes. Like, he just was like, oh, maybe we might need something or like a snack or something. He just grabbed cash from his wallet, and it was literally the exact amount that we needed for the 4 shoes. Like, thanks. Once we had our shoes and we were in the park, we made our way for the falls. We started looking at it and we're like, whoa, that's super cool. Like, look at all these people and they're climbing it. Wow, that's awesome. And we kind of got excited for it. And then we kept walking down and down and down until we were literally at ocean level, like we were on a beach, and that's where we started. The falls were a lot longer and more of a climb than we had thought just from like that little snippet that we had saw before we started. It's kind of cool because the waterfalls were like stairs. It would shoot up, almost up and down, and then it would level off, shoot back up, level off. So it wasn't too difficult to climb, but there were definitely some spots that had a lot of water pressure. But okay, back to the point. So all of that was fun, but it did take a while for us to get in the park, so that ate up time. Keep that in mind. So once everyone from our bus group had finished climbing, we made our way back to the bus and we were on our way to the ancient garden. Now this was only like 15 minutes away, no big deal. Once we were at the gardens, everything was pretty quick because it was just us, so a lot different than all the people at the falls. We walked around through this garden and it literally felt like you were walking through a postcard. That's how beautiful it was. The garden really didn't take that much time, so when we were done, I was glad to be heading back. However, that was not the case. During our bus ride to the falls and the garden, our bus driver / tour guide had mentioned something about jerk. He said that us Americans get offended when someone calls you a jerk, right? Well, in Jamaica, it's actually a good thing because they have jerk chicken and jerk everything else. I don't remember all the different meats that they have, but jerk means hot and spicy. So he said if they call you a jerk, you're hot and spicy. So a couple of people that were on our bus were like, hey, let's get some jerk chicken. Like, when else are we gonna get this? So he was like, okay, and pulls off and goes to like this jerk chicken place. Now I'm sitting in the bus like, okay, like, can we please get back? I want to do some shopping before we're back on the boat. I remind you that this was supposed to start at 9 a.m. and our excursion was only supposed to be 4.5 hours, which means we would get back to the port around 1:30 and the boat was leaving at 4. Well, we didn't even leave the waterfalls until 1:30. Yeah, that should have been my first clue. So they're getting their jerk chicken. That takes about like 15-20 minutes and I'm just in the bus like, come on people, like let's go. I want to shop. Once everyone's back in the bus, we make our way and I'm not sure why, but our bus driver was literally like the slowest driver out there. Like all these buses are zooming past us and I'm just sitting here watching the clock like, it's like almost 4. We need to be on the boat right now. He's just driving, you know, whatever. I literally can't do anything or make us get there any faster. So I'm just, you know, watching the clock and we finally pull into the parking spot at the port. At this time, I literally jump out of the bus and run. Luckily, where this port was, they had like last minute shops that you can, you know, buy things at and I was like, perfect, I'm going in. So I literally run in and that was the fastest souvenir shopping I've ever done. I like literally was running around like a chicken with its head cut off trying to find something to buy. I ended up buying a long sleeve shirt, you know, the basic white girl ones where, I don't know how to describe them. Typically they have like, you know, one color on the sleeves and top half and then it's like white at the bottom. Well, the one I got was 100% black and on the back it said Jamaica in their colors as well as it said One Love underneath. Bought that and we sprinted for the ship. As we were running, my mom literally stopped at another shop. She's like, ooh, I like these tank tops, they're like tie-dye. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I'm like, girl, we need to get on the ship. She's like, it's fine, it'll be 2 seconds. So she gets a shirt, then we keep running. We make it on the boat, and mind you, we get on the ship at 4:15. So this is after we were supposed to be on the ship, right? Well, as we, you know, show them our cards, they like scan the barcode and say, oh, yep, it's you, it's Lauren, okay, you can come on the boat. I heard them on the radio say that they were still missing 43 people. So hey, we were in the last 50, but at least we weren't the last 8. Thanks for listening to my story. I'm not exactly sure how this keeps happening to me, that I keep getting almost left in another country, but it seems to be a pattern, so maybe I'll just keep having stories like this. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
So come on, let the ocean take us away till we see the daylight come. And I know that it's getting late, but we wanna stay.